Yes, we are live right now. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and I'm back again. I got to figure out how I did all this stuff. Okay, here it is. We are back again. Let me take this green screen off and go right here to what we're going on. Hey, what's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and today we're going to be talking about something really good. The mirror doesn't lie. The mirror does not lie. The mirror does not lie. Waiting for Jono to come in, but you know me, don't wait on anyone. So we're going to get it popping here. If you missed me last week, the reason why I was unable to do the live last week because the debates were actually outside of my house. The presidential debates were actually outside of my house, and it was no way for me to get home in time to actually do the live that I was going to do. So if you're watching me now, I'm going to get into it in a few minutes. But yeah, that's the reason why there was no live last week, is because the presidential debates were actually right outside my house. I mean, like, I can look out the window and actually see the debates. So I'm back again this week, and there's been a lot that's been happening since the last time we talked. And since the last time I was on, actually did a video. And if you're watching this is to let you know that my videos, I realize, are not for everyone. They're not for everyone. They're not for everyone because this was for a particular group of men and women who come on, who needs to hear what I have to share. So it is imperative that you listen to what I'm saying, because I'm going to share some things that you're not going to hear everywhere, but it's for you. It's here to get you to the next level. That's all it's about. I'm here to get you to the next level. Yeah, some entertainment might be funny, whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, I'm here to serve you. So I want you to really pay attention to what I'm talking about. Today, we're talking about the man in the mirror. What's going on, Jono? I see you just popped up. Let's do this. There we go.
How's it going?
Good, man. I'm so good. It's good to be back, man.
All
good
right.
to be back, man. I was just telling them the reason why I couldn't do it last week is because the presidential debates were actually, like, literally outside my house, man. Like, outside my house.
Got your show down?
Man, it was right there, man. It was snipers on the roof. Tanks were outside. Secret Service everywhere. Police everywhere. So it was no way I was going to get home in time to actually get up and do it live. So I forfeited it.
Smart idea.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't unable to do the live last week. But man, today I have no notes today because it's been a lot going on since the last time we talked. Sort of like before you jumped on, I was saying that this channel is not for everyone. And I'm saying that purposely. It's not for everyone. It's, from what I've seen from the consensus is that it's so important that we talk about getting men to manhood. And then it's the other thing. And since I might as well take the gloves off already, take the gloves off, there's a lot of men who want to be in relationships, who want to get married, who want to date. So you might hear some stuff like that on this channel. I am not going to be opposed to just talk one-sided on this platform, but I definitely want to talk about the mirror doesn't lie. And we can step into it, man. You missed my intro, man. I had a cool intro, man.
Got a new intro?
Yo, the intro. Let me run it again. I gotta show off. You know, I gotta show off. Let me see if I can get it to show up again. I don't even know how I got there. Okay, here we go. Here's the intro again. Let's play the intro again. Ready? So we back.
Nice.
So I gotta Yeah, it's pretty good. It's already preset. So I said, I've been playing around on it. So let's work the presets on there. But if you're in the chat room, definitely I want to thank you. Hey, say something in the chat room. Today we were talking about I wanted to call it the man in the mirror, but the mirror doesn't lie. Because the mirror of life never lies to you. But many times we walk away from it and we don't want to face the truth. If you are a friend of mine on Facebook, you should have seen. Let's talk about that for a minute. About the picnic. The picnic post is I think it's 3 or 2 day post that has gone crazy. If you want to understand women, you need to look at that post.
I had about 5 responses for that post. I picked the best one I could up there just so that I wouldn't get anybody mad.
Oh man, I wanted to stir it up so bad. But that's why I put up today is the reason why I put the post up, because it reveals so much. If you guys realize, a lot of women, we're gonna talk about the man in the mirror doesn't lie, but a lot of women have not had a picnic or went on a picnic. What's going on? What's going on? What's up, guy? What's up, Mike? What's going on? What's going on, first? What's going on? Yes, what's good evening? What's going on, bros? We here.
You should probably take him down that road, because I think it was pretty important to kind of get that thought out.
Yeah.
And then this audience here may not be privy to it. You might want to tell them what happened.
Man, I got this new iPad Pro, and now it's locked out.
It's like an iPad world.
It's just locked out.
It's locked. How you lock yourself out? How long is it telling you to wait? A year? How long is it telling you to wait? A year?
5 minutes. I can't get into it, man. I just got it, man. Can't.
Right.
Huh?
Hey, listen. That's what happens. You buy Apple, they treat you like a kid.
There you go. There you go.
Let me see when. Let me show you where Windows takes everybody. Here's my tablet. It unfolds. See, that's too advanced. That's too advanced.
I knew it was coming. Too advanced. Man,
Apple, stick with Windows. Windows won't let you wrong. Windows don't hold you wrong.
I just got this is a iPad Pro.
Now try to put your iPad in your pocket. Yeah.
What's going on, Red Song Blues? What's going on, man? What's going on, Thomas? What's going on? This Sunday, that's right, man. Definitely. This Sunday, we're going to have that interview. So I'm glad you remind me. You need to send a reminder to me. Please send a reminder to me so I know, to make sure I'm not out jogging somewhere when I should have been doing an interview with you. So on the post that I posted, is it romantic for a woman? I mean, is it romantic or is it cheap to go to take a girl on a picnic? So all the women said, it's romantic. I love it. It's so good. I wish I had some music to play. It was so good. I love it. Please. Oh my God, I love it. And they went ham. Let's get Elenina's song going. Let's see if we can get it on. Can we get it to play this time? Nah, it's not go. It's connecting to my TV. I tell you, Apple, hold on. It's connected to my TV.
It's so much easier. Apple is so much easier.
Whatever. Now it's gonna play down. Going to disconnect now.
Apple's so much easier.
It is. I love Apple. To be honest with you, I still do. No, I'm an Apple head. But so the women, what is going on? Can't hear a thing. Anyway,
Apple too. I use it as a hotspot.
So the women also thought that taking her on a picnic was romantic. None of them said it was cheap. None of them. So the question came on, how many of you women have been on a picnic? You should have seen the responses. Majority of the women have never been on a picnic. So I asked, how many have you been on a picnic? And if not, why haven't, what have you done so that you, what have you done so that you didn't, what have you done to get a picnic or to be taken on a picnic, or why didn't it happen for you? And things that came out of these women's mouths were crazy. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to show a mirror to the men how women were, now it's playing, so how women were thinking. And I think a lot of times guys don't get that. They reveal so much in the comments. So much. I've been hurt. The men don't act right. They don't do right. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And everything else, but they never took the time to look at, what about me? They don't want to take accountability.
Yeah.
Thanks, I got it. Just came to my phone. Got it. There's an Apple. Sorry about that.
Oh, more. See how long it took? See how long it took to get it?
Anyway, man, this guy gotta. But I want to.
I'll ride you on this.
I know you are. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now. So many women. I wanted two sides of it. Have not been taken or been romanced. But this the side of it. This the thing I said. Not every woman deserves to be taken on a picnic. And I got some pushback. Why? I'm available. One woman, hope she's not listening, got into my DM box. Cool beans, man. Got into my DM box and wanted to take me out on a picnic.
She's trying to earn it.
No, sorry. That bank is closed. Closed. Do you hear me? So the important thing here is this. You got to understand. I know I'm talking all over the place. You got to understand. Every woman doesn't qualify to be in your space, but you need to qualify women who are in your place, who are in your space. And that's the thing I think a lot of guys get. I mean, I know you had a lot to say about it. I'm trying to get my iPad up, so I know you got something to say about it.
I mean, I have a polarizing story to go with it. I mean, and this just happened to be with my wife, like the person I'm with right now. Like, this ain't even a story that, some people take from somebody else's story. This actually happened to me. I didn't even think it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Our first date, no BS. On our first date, I actually met her at a restaurant, and of course we had dinner, whatever. When we go and we met there, so I didn't bring her there. We met there. This was more like the first time I'm meeting her. We meeting at a restaurant, and then she drove, but we were gonna go for a drive somewhere else after the date. She goes, we go to leave the restaurant after the dinner, and I go around to open the door for her because I'm trying to be a gentleman. And my mother taught me that I open the door for my mother, so I don't have to worry about learning how to open the door for a woman. I open the door for my mother. Any woman that's around me, I don't care if you got a stink attitude or whatever, I still will do it, and I'm not looking for a thank you. Mm-hmm. Open the door for this woman. No BS. By the time it took me to walk behind the car and get to my door was popping open. Ding, 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 ding. Now, if that wasn't a clue as to how things were going to be, that I really had somebody on my team, she didn't have to open the door for me like I did to her. She wasn't trying to compare herself to me. She was just trying to do her part and recognize, you into me, I'm into you. And that's how you earn. That's how you earn it with people. I didn't expect that. I didn't want it, and I wasn't all great. Like, oh, look what she did to me. I just was like, that blew me away. That gave me the confidence to let me know the person to be around.
And that right there makes all the difference. It's like my favorite group would say, DeBarge. It's just the little things you do to show how much you really care. It's the little things. That one gesture changed the narrative on how he looked at his future wife.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And most people miss that. But you as a man must be looking for those context clues, whether she's down with you or whether she's not.
You could tell. You could tell. A lot of women say, "Oh, I'm a good girlfriend, or I'm an easy to date person." Listen, the first time you say that, you gotta look in the mirror. That's why I'm glad tonight's subject coincides with what happened on this particular feed that he put up. People don't have a clue what's wrong. And I'm like, do I start arguing? I really felt like, do I start arguing with people? I'm not an expert, you know. Let me tell you something. Every person who's gotten married is not an expert on marriage. I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you, the people who've been divorced, they got a lot to know about the totality. I didn't know my ex-wife until I didn't know who she really was. So you don't know who a person completely is until you've been a whole cycle with them, right? And of course, the person we were talking about earlier is not her. My ex I have a totally different relationship with, but I'm telling you this: the experience I've had from those two contrasting situations in my life have taught me so much, including the single life I had between the two of them, and then the single life I had before my first marriage. I think that's a well-rounded situation to have the ammunition to get into arguments with some of these people that I saw online. I'm telling you.
They have no clue. See, this is the one thing, and it's dangerous. This is the dangerous thing. I know they're still talking about the mirror doesn't lie, but this is the dangerous thing. And this is not to point the finger at the women, because I'm gonna point it right at the men too. This entitlement spirit or entitlement mentality is robbing people because you think somebody owes you something because you are a woman. Now we have men having the same mentality that you think somebody owes you something because you just a man and they better give it to me. Who's taught you that? No one. I tell my son something. I tell him this: no one owes you nothing. You have to go out there and get it yourself. They're like, but Dad, until you put your hand on the plow, your garden will be full of weeds.
Yeah. Even if those statements, even if the statements you've heard, the cliches are true, you still got to put in the work. You got to put in the work because the universe is not going to reward you from laziness. And all those statements will be true. It's the same way, the same people that write the law, the enforcers are different people, right? So who are you to say that you're supposed to enforce all those ideologies that's in your head? You're supposed to make, I mean, there's a certain book that I heard of that says somebody has to, whoever finds a wife, right? Finds a wife,
right?
Means they're not looking for a girlfriend. They're not looking. Wait, did I say the wrong thing? Did I say the wrong thing? Okay. So first of all, you're not supposed to be looking for a girlfriend or a jump off or a one nighter. You're supposed to be looking for a wife, and you're supposed to find her. You're not supposed to be telling somebody you are. He's supposed to find you. And if he finds you, then he finds a good thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go all preachy on you, but it is true. You're not supposed to be projecting this facade of what you are because it's supposed to emulate from you. It's supposed to ooze out of your pores, and it's supposed to be almost like pheromones that they pick up, and then they are attracted to you, and then you don't have to work for it. And then all those declarations you were making earlier about what a man should do, it's going to be automatic. It's going to be automatic. And then you're going to be contradicting everybody who say, "Oh, that guy didn't do it." Because look at my man. Look at my man. That's the way you're supposed to be saying. You're supposed to find yourself the right one.
I got a course. I haven't talked about this course that you just brought up something from the course. In my course I got, it says the science of finding you in me. The science of finding you in me. I might have to bring it up. Is priced too low right now? It's priced way too low. It's priced really too low for the information is on there. I got it at 25.
All your prices are too low. I don't like none of your prices. Your prices.
You sound like somebody else. You sound like somebody else. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't like none of your prices. These people don't even know what they got in front of them.
Nah. Yeah, it's priced too low.
That's another subject for another day.
Yeah. Is finding you and me. The problem that a lot of guys, and what he just said, what Jono just said, is that where he was referring to the women per se, but the issue without, because we got men on here, is that you only find the woman that you're looking for inside of you. So what does this have to do with the marriage doesn't lie? So whatever you're experiencing in the woman that you're dealing with was first on some level inside of you. Hence my statement on the thread. I don't have those issues with women. I said it multiple times. Why? Because that's not in me. The problem is people have game up here, but they don't have it in here, and then it's projecting out there. And so they keep wondering why they keep getting this woman that's dusty, that's messed up, ain't doing right. So they make a YouTube channel to complain about it. They go on somebody else's channel. Women, they crazy, man. They stink. They toenails are never clipped. You know why? Because the issue is not in the woman, it's in you and the women that you keep attracting.
It's true. Matter of fact, if you're a man, I'm gonna give you a great example. I saw a picture the other day that the man actually shapes how the woman actually performs. They had a picture of what's his face? Damn, I had the name in my head right just in there, but it was Sierra and Future, right?
Yeah.
And Sierra was with Future. She was wearing these leather strap, open top, this all kinds of showy whatever. Then they had a contrast. Fast forward to her and Russell, Sierra and Russell, and she looks like a dignified, gown-wearing woman now. And it's because look what you attracted from the same woman. The potential was for either one was in Sierra. You just had to come up with the right persona from you. What did you expect from her?
That's it. And it's something you say that. On the thread, Alpha Villain, he had put something on there that men can't read women's minds. And I was about to go there and I pulled back because I said, some men can't read women's minds. Some men cannot read women's minds. I'm going to get to your question. But when you realize you can read her mind, you know why? Because you're giving her your thoughts. You're giving her your thoughts. That's what you don't understand.
You don't have to read a mind when you're planting the thought.
Man, this too much, man. It's too much. This is too much.
I don't see where you put up, charging $100 a head here for this one.
Yeah, this is too much. You're not going. I'm gonna get to you, Ted. I see what you're saying. I got you, but I want to keep in this flow right now. So that is the issue. Please understand. Let's repeat that over, like they did when I was in school. You can read her mind when you put the thoughts in her that she is thinking. The problem is most guys, and I'm going to call it out now because I'm just at that point. You can complain all you want about women and what they're doing and what they ain't doing and all that jazz. The problem is you have not put her through. She has not came into your universe. So what you're doing is you have become her moon while she's your sun. So you're reflecting her and not the other way around. She should be reflecting who you are. She is your moon. She's orbiting around you, the sun, and growing life on your earth.
Listen, most guys that complain like that, the reason why they complain is because they just as lazy as the women that are complaining about not getting a man. It's the same thing. Y'all both the same. Y'all should go find each other in a separate park. You, you, it's laziness. It's laziness. If you don't want to put in the work, okay, we're not telling you to control a woman. I hope you don't believe that. That is not what we're trying to say here. We don't control anybody. What we do is we're planting thoughts. Anything you plant, it's a seed, and the seed has to grow. Okay, so it's not telling people how to be. You're not putting a leash on somebody. You're not getting them to do what you say because you're their master. We're saying thought, planting thoughts.
But that is what men are missing right there. I'm about to call you Kevin, and Kevin name's John. This is it. A man, you said you gave a scripture earlier. He that findeth a wife. In order for he that findeth a wife, he first had to be a husband in thought. A husband is what? A husbandman, one who tends to a garden, yeah. One who digs up weeds, plants, cultivates. That's what you do for a woman. Most guys want the instamatic, give it to me, smash and dash. They don't want to take time to maintain a relationship that's more beneficial than what's between her legs. Because now she's not just a quick hit it and quit it. She becomes an asset to you and not a liability. Most guys you see, you read about in the news, or rappers, whatever the case, they chose liabilities because they were driven by their lower nature instead of driven by their higher nature, and realized, how do I make this woman into an asset for me? Yeah. And when I make her an asset for me, it multiplies her, and she is, man, I'm just going to use the word, she is blessed too. She's increased too.
What we fail to realize is that it takes effort and time to put into anything. Okay, to get your 40 hours in, to get your paycheck this week, you got to put in. Guess what? The 40 hours. You don't just write it in your timesheet. You know, if you're one of those lackadaisical people that just get somebody to put your time in while you lazy sleeping in the office or in the truck, that's not the point. Okay, the boss, who's the boss, whoever that guy is, or whoever that guy is controlling the universe, the boss is expecting you to put the time in so he can give you your paycheck, which is happiness. Okay, and the only way you're gonna do it is if he can see your effort. He'll hand you happiness if he sees the effort. And don't get fooled. Don't get fooled, because the earth, you know, this regular reality plane, they'll fool you with comfort. I told you this many times before. Don't get fooled with comfort of oh, my bills are paid, everything's good. You know, I got a little $100 this, I got a $100. I can take care of it. But you in your mind, you're not happy. Maybe you seek companionship you haven't found yet. Maybe you seek the embrace of, you know, the what you feel in your heart you deserve to have next to you. But you got to put the work in. If you put the work in just to show yourself friendly, that's a whole other verse too. That show yourself friendly and make yourself available. Put yourself in a position that the two can commingle. You'll find what you're looking for, but you have to have the time and put it in. Put the time in to get this done.
That is the quintessential cornerstone of manhood. I really wanted to talk about, really, I was going to name this live was about grit. I was going to call it grit. The reason why, because a lot of men need grit, especially in the times that we're walking into. We have a lot of uncertainty and on multiple levels, but you're going to need grit to get to the next level so that you can make it. You need grit. So let's go to Ted's question, because he had a good question, and the answer has really been given already. LDA and Jono, a question: how do you attract a woman without kids? I've been wanting to say this, but I forgot to say it the last time you had a show live. Whoa. I hope you watch it. Yeah.
Is that the right question? Without kids?
Mm-hmm. Without kids. That's good. That's good. It is possible.
That's like a two-way question.
Yeah.
How do you attract a woman if you don't have kids or she don't have kids?
No, she doesn't have kids.
Okay.
And so I don't think Ted have any kids.
I'm okay. So, I mean, what do you think?
We
I have
gave
my
that already. It all starts in you. Think about it. Let me break it down in sort of layman's term or street term. So, like my friend reminded me, St. Clair Gospel. So, in essence, you have to put your focus on that you're only attracted. You first of all, let's get this first again. You must decide that you want to decide, first word, conclude that you're only going to deal with women without kids, but you need to be a little bit more specific. No kids. She has this characteristic. She looks like this. You need to be clear. You need to be definite with the infinite. You need to be clear on what you want. Second of all, what's going to happen? There's going to be a woman with 5 kids who's going to want to do something with you. Guess what's going to happen? You got to make a choice to walk away from that because it's testing your resolve whether you're going to say, I'm only want to attract what? Women with what? No kids. So I see what you said. I don't have kids. Close is I got a goddaughter and that's understandable. But you have to focus on this is what you want. You cannot compromise that. I would go a little bit more. It's a treatment that can be done. And so that can really work for you. What you got, Jono? Because I gave some.
I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's sort of like how a magnet works. If you don't know how what in your terminal is, how is it supposed to attract the opposite side? See, you got to know you. If you have a good handle on who you are, then you will have an easier time attracting what you desire. And it sounds general, but if you got to think about it, a lot of people can't attract the people they want in their life because they haven't figured out who they are. Okay, you have to come to terms with who you are, and it comes right back to the original subject of this subject for tonight's telecast. It's about the person in the mirror. Go look in the person in the mirror. If you have been attracting a bunch of bums and a bunch of deadbeats and a bunch of broke people and a bunch of whatever, start looking in the mirror and say, what is it about you? You, the person right there in the mirror, that attracts that. It's not their fault because it keeps repeating itself. The guy you knew 10 years ago does not know the guy you knew yesterday. The girl you knew 10 years ago does not know the guy you met tomorrow morning. They don't know each other. So how do they have the same personality? How do they have the same way? Why have the same abusive traits? Why do they have the same? It's because you are consistently looking for exactly the same type of person. So you have to change. And if you keep attracting people who have kids, and I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, it's a very specific thing not to want from somebody, but maybe you were supposed to be a school teacher or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The point is, you should not be consisting. You should not be blaming the person that you meet for having the kids. You need to take responsibility for yourself and realize I attracted that. I attracted that. It is my responsibility to go within and ask the universe for what I really want. And sometimes what you really wanted was some other trait that this person did have, but you reject it because of that caveat of having kids.
Right. That's it. That's why I'm saying you need to write down exactly what you want. Not just the external, but the internal. Is she gonna have a bad attitude? Or how tall you want her to be? You want her to big, I mean, you want her to be shaped like a Coke bottle or F-150. You got to think about what you want. Then you got to think of who she is as character wise, because you might find a woman that doesn't have kids, but she treats you like crap.
I had a nanny that used to work for me. I'm not gonna name her, but she came to my house, after months of whatever, didn't, wasn't involved with none of her personal life because she took care of the kids. One day this guy comes and rings my doorbell like he owned the place. ding, 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 like ring the bell. And I was like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend. Can I be excused for a couple minutes?" I said, "Okay, cool." Well, so I go mind my business. I know she was watching the kids in the front, so I just said, she walks outside. All of a sudden, I start hearing this cursing right outside my house. I'm like, what is going on? She comes back in all crying and stuff like that. I said, what happened? She said, are you okay? Everything all right? She was like, no, he's just a jerk. I said, and so I talked to my wife later. She was like, yeah, she likes bad boys. He does, messing around with her. She's upset, but think about it. She wanted that. She don't realize she wanted it. Now she's getting it. She wanted, we got to figure out why people want that sometime in their life, So when it got serious, I had to put the guy in check because he tried to do it in front of my house. I had to put him in check because you can't be a big bully about stuff and then your bike don't turn on afterwards. You need your bike jumped. You can't ask for help after you was just jerk about stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So me jumping his bike, I gave him the opportunity to hear my 2 cents about the thing. And of course, he broke up with her because I told him, you don't treat a woman like that. There's no way that's going to ever work. And somehow, by me talking to him, they broke up. She was upset at me for getting in the middle of it. But I said, you don't deserve that. I said, you wouldn't bring that guy to your father, right? Why is he coming to my house? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And why would you bring it to your job?
It's because I realized his father wouldn't take it. So you had to wait till you was at work before you could deal with this person. And he's being a jerk at your job. I don't care if it's a private house, don't matter. But the point I'm trying to make is sometimes you think you want something because you think it's going to be the best for you. And I'm not saying that, everybody wants negative things in their life, but some people just, you understand their upbringing or the way their exposure and their curiosity points them down a certain road. You're going to get exactly what you were thinking about. And you got to think, is that what I want long term? You know what I'm saying? Is that how I want to be treated? You know what I'm saying? I want to be happy. You don't want to just be, thinking about, okay, well, things could be better, whatever. No, you want it to be the best it possibly could be.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You got to think deeper than just, well, I don't want to try girls with no kids. What else?
Yeah.
How will she treat you?
Yeah.
How is she going to treat you? How is she going to treat your mama and them? Let's get real serious. Is she clean? Does she clean her house? Is her underwear clean? She wears the same dirty bra from Walmart. You got to think about all that. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, because it always comes back. The mirror does not lie. The mirror does not lie. That is the problem we face on these YouTube streets. No one wants to look in the mirror and take accountability of what they see. They don't want to do that. You know why? Because it's easy, like on the stream, on my thread today, to blame the opposite sex on why it's not working, why this is taking place, why this is happening. You know why? Because no one wants to look at themselves. Okay. I see something. Okay, thank you. Get the thumbs up. I appreciate that, Alfie. What's up, Alfie? And Alina, she said, click and like, subscribe, hit the notification. Okay, let's see what this person said, because this is gonna be interesting. You start really looking for women for what we say. You start really looking for women of caliber, I guess high caliber. You're gonna find out that a very slim pickings of quality women. That is what kind of mindset? That is a scarcity mindset. That's a scarcity mindset. There are tons of high quality. There are tons of high quality women out there. But guess what? Because of that statement, you automatically turn a blind eye to them because you don't see them as high quality. I promise.
The other thing is, a lot of good people are out there, just haven't been stimulated. You know what I'm saying? These are diamonds in the rough. I'm not saying you're supposed to mold them, but sometimes you bring the best out of your partner. And a lot of times That's the thing that makes that partnership or that relationship work. You bringing something to the table that they feel enthusiastic and encouraged to be a better person. And then you start to see them shine like they never shined before. So you can't say nothing, nobody was ever good, because when they matched up with you, it could have been a good union, but you never let it happen.
There's tons. That's the scarcity mindset that I see so many times. There ain't no good women out here. Ain't no high quality women out there. No, you know why? It goes back. What are you projecting? It's a scarcity mindset. When you realize there's tons of high quality women waiting, desiring, longing, dreaming about you, guess what's going to happen? It's like somebody opened up the shades and the light come inside of your house. That's what happens. Because you change your mindset from scarcity into abundance. And like you said, some of them just maybe need the dust brushed off of them. Are you willing to put in the work? See, most guys, like we talked about earlier, are lazy and don't want to put in the work to be a husbandman. That means do the things to cultivate the woman to be the best for you. Now, I guess please, Meek Shot, please elaborate on your question. What if you have children? What if you have children? If you have children, I got children. If you have children, you can get women that are without kids, or you can get women with kids. It's all.
I didn't know this was such a heavy topic. Like the kids thing is a major thing. Like that's a deal breaker for everybody.
I don't know. I think if she got kids and don't have kids, I think don't it still get wet?
Isn't it proof? I did it again.
Yeah, I'm just saying it still gets. I don't know.
If you ever wanted kids, now you know this possible, right? If you ever want to know if you ever could crack it, it definitely will work.
Right. Please elaborate on your question a little bit more. I think where the problem is willing to work on the woman. Nobody wants to put in the work.
Why is it all automatically a problem? Saying the word problem is where we all mess up. It's a challenge, okay? These are challenges, and not every problem you come up with is a problem for you. Sometimes it's a challenge because you're supposed to get through it and learn something. That's what these are.
No, John, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, man. And I'm saying problem or the challenge. Let me say the challenge. Let me tell you what the challenge is. These guys want an easy bake oven woman. Easy bake. Just mix up, stir up, put in the oven, ding, 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 turn the timer. In 5 minutes, you got an easy bake oven woman. She's just right for you. Even in the BDMS world, you still have to train your sub to know how to interact with you as a master or as a dom. But anyway, that's another conversation.
Wrong channel again.
Yeah, wrong channel. Right. It's not a deal breaker. I'm just saying. See, they want the easy bake oven girl. She making 6 figures. She's doing that. And then now I'm not saying settle for some dusty. I'm not saying, and she working at the local convenience store and she giving you Black and Miles. I'm not saying that. No. I'm saying there has to be some potentiality or something she's working towards.
Listen, I'm really leery about this subject now because I'm like, there's only a couple things that you have to be aware of when a person has children, okay? And let me just break it down to you very simply, okay? The only thing you got to worry about, first of all, if you worried about a person having kids, you got to go into yourself, go back to that mirror and start asking yourself, why do I care if this person has children? Am I trying to be the one who needs all the attention? Well, then at that point, you need to go find yourself a dog or a cat or something like that. Because if you want somebody to give you all the attention that you could possibly get and not give it to their kid, then you're looking for the wrong thing. You shouldn't be looking for a companion in life, okay? Okay, the second thing is, now if you're worried about who their ex is, or maybe their relationship with their ex is, that may have had the babies, other parent, that is a genuine concern. And in your dating process with this person, you should be evaluating that. You should be asking, okay, how's your relationship with them? Are you still living together? How often do you drop the kids off? If they emulate a certain kind of bitterness about them, then, number one, that could be a clue of the future between you and that person. Or two, it could also indicate, some deception. Now, if a person has a good relationship with them and they can say, oh, they moved on. Their ex may have moved on. They married to somebody else. So to just label the kid, not the kid's fault. The kid is not the problem. It's the fact that you're worried about everything attached or comes with the child that may come with it. And that's not the right thought process. It's not.
This is another side of it. I don't know what age bracket a lot of these guys are in who ask that question. If you're trying to deal with a single girl, you got to think of what is your real intention for being with her. Are you just trying to get with her so that you can smash? That's a whole different thing. If you're trying to get with her to build something or potential down the road, there's another path to that. There's some other things you need to consider before you even talk about it. Just be really clear. And I think a lot of guys are concerned because they don't want to be the kid's stepfather or whatever the case may be. Don't deal with those women then. Don't deal with all the things, the challenges that come with that. Step away from that. What I will say is this: with the title of this live, the mirror doesn't lie. You need to look in yourself. You need to look in yourself. You need to be working on yourself, really. Look at yourself, and you need to be working on yourself. Because you realize if you're working on yourself, you most likely, if you're working on yourself and you're doing what you need to do, you probably won't attract a woman with kids, and you're going to sidestep some things because you're building something. When people say working yourself, I hear it on YouTube all the time. Oh, just working yourself, that's good. No. What I mean is you're working on your inner self, who you are internally. You need to work on that. We can go all day about kids or no kids. Good question, Ted. But at the end of the day, you got to look at what is your real intention. Your intention is to smash.
Yeah. And not every woman who has a kid is looking to start a relationship either. That's another thing.
What? Man,
maybe they're trying to smash. Maybe you got fooled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got stories. Wrong channel. I got stories.
Oops, wrong channel again.
If you knew how many single mothers who are looking just to get that bell rung inside of them, I'm trying to use some terms to get you to do like Bill Cosby, to get you to understand what I'm talking about. They need that bell. They need just to get that. You guys are running away. I said it before on an interview I did. I think it was last week. When did I do that interview? Yeah, last week. Women want to have sex more than you.
Yeah, they're better at it.
They want to have sex more than you. Let's get to what. Let's see. Okay. See, he said, I think the problem. Okay, we talked about that. It's not a deal. Okay. First. Okay. First, you need to become a good husband in order to manifest a wife. Haha. Good. Obviously, she got to be into you. Right. Why would you be with a woman who don't want to be with you? That's another problem guys do. You chasing after somebody who don't want you, trying to convince them to be with you. Why are you wasting your time? The most valuable thing you have is your time. Let's see what Meek Sky said. What are some things you do to work on yourself internally?
I mean, it's a great question, because the fact that you even got to the mental part of acknowledging it, that you do need to work on yourself mentally, you're almost halfway there. Okay. When you look in the mirror, you're only going to see yourself. That's it. Matter of fact, if things are in the background, those are distractions in the mirror. You know that? When you're looking at the mirror, the only focal point you're looking at is yourself, because you want to see, what can I improve. If I walked into the bathroom right now and I wanted to look in the mirror, I want to see, is it time to brush my teeth? Is it time to shave my beard? Is it time to, make sure that I have to do any skincare or something like that? Those are physical things in the mirror. But right now, let's go into the mental mirror. Okay, the mental mirror is where you start and look at all the things that are on the inside that need to pay attention to right now. Okay. And on the inside, you just said, what are some of the things to work on internally? What you have to do is start to figure out, how much do you love yourself? Okay. How much do you love yourself? Do you treat yourself often enough? When your paycheck comes in, of course, you pay your rent, you pay your mortgage, you pay your car note, you pay your insurance. But do you ever treat yourself? Okay? Do you ever take yourself out and get yourself that favorite meal every once in a while? Do you know how you want to be treated? You see? And if you don't know how you want to be treated, how is anybody who gets in close proximity with you is supposed to understand what makes you happy? Okay? It's not somebody else's responsibility to figure out how to make you happy. You're supposed to already know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people, the first time somebody ever asks you for what you want for your birthday, they always say, "What do you want?" They don't ever say, "I'm getting you what you want." See, after so many years with my wife, I don't have to ask her, because I done asked her before. You see what I'm saying? I done asked her. I know what she would say no to when it wasn't her birthday, and I know what she would say yes to when it didn't matter. So I know what her favorite color is. I know what kind of flowers she likes. I know what kind of car she wants if I bought her a new car. She knows. She knows what makes her happy and what makes her smile. She knows, not me. She knows, and I watch the way she reacts, and then I know now. So if you want to do something internally, you got to figure out what makes you happy. What makes you happy? And you got to do that on your own before you're in a relationship. And then when you go looking for somebody, they have to have the same thing already set up in their situation. Do they know what it means to be happy? Because a lot of people, when they come together, they think it's, oh, I'm half a person and this is the other half, and now we're one. We're half and half. That's BS. You're not two halves. You're one whole person with another whole person. And what happens is, you're not completing each other to make one. What it is called multiplication. You're going to start to multiply. You're multiplying the wealth. You're not dividing and making pieces. You handle the left foot. You handle the right foot. It doesn't work that way. You're multiplying. You're supposed to have 2 times the effort for everything getting in there. 2 times the effort for credit. 2 times the effort for happiness and abundance. 2 times the effort for making somebody happy. Imagine you thinking about how happy you want to be, and somebody else thinking about how happy you want to be at the same time. That means you're going to get twice the happiness. And a lot of people don't get that part about where they're supposed to multiply your happiness, not take up the slack, not do it for you. You're supposed to be doing it together and doing it twice as well.
Man, you said a mouthful, man. Do you hear me? Because most of these guys, man, she gonna take half when she leave. She gonna leave me. They're whining and crying like some little buttercups. Not the word I want to use. Some buttercups about what some woman's gonna take. Do you hear what he just said? When you get with the one that you have vetted, vetting, you're going to experience multiplication. Y'all should be multiplying. You should be like, not rabbits in that sense, but you should be like rabbits in a sense of things multiplying around you. These people got you shook on these YouTube streets because they have chosen the wrong person. And I don't blame the person that they chose. I blame the person who's doing the choosing. That's where the issue comes in. Who taught you? Where is the course? Maybe I need to make it on how to choose a good woman or how to choose a good man. Where is the course? See, it's easy to point out the holes and the nicks and crannies, but who has taught you how to choose a good woman for you? See, my format, my template, his template may not be work for you. But once you find out your template of what works for you, and like he said, like Jono said, that makes you happy, and you're happy by yourself already, dude, do you understand how your life will be enriched? Don't let these people rob you talking about, well, I'm going monk mode and I ain't dealing with no women. That you go that stage left, you're gonna be stuck on pornographs, you're gonna be stuck jacking off in the closet, you're gonna be stuck peep shows, and guess what? I'm gonna make a product and take your money.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to know how to deal with the opposite sex.
And you're gonna know it works because everybody's gonna testify it says it works, but it won't work for you because you won't put in the work.
It's the truth, man. So you're not gonna get
Lawrence. You know, he's always got these testimonies. Everybody's saying it works. You know, why didn't it work for me? Because you ain't working. You have to work. Put in the work.
That man, that need to make a song for that. Put in the work. I'm gonna tell you, I got a testimony for today. Out of all that thread, this one woman came back, and it's there. She said, I can't blame men or I can't blame women. You know, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But from this thread, guess what happened? I said, what has happened? Someone's taking me on a picnic this Friday.
Okay.
It works. She worked it.
It's supposed to happen. She worked it.
That's the problem.
We don't have to get graphic, but if you make love to somebody, if both of y'all stand still and don't do nothing, nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing.
So I know most of the people in this thread right now understands physicality, right? So treat this like physicality, okay? If you don't put in the work, you're not gonna get the nut. You're not gonna get the result. You're not going to get the relationship. You're not going to get the man. You're not going to get the woman. You have to put in the work. Okay. We didn't even talk about warming up the oven. We're just saying, just do some work.
No, my sister and I, something you said that we talked about. I was going to do a book called "A Lot of Men Are Not Fully Erected in Life."
That's true.
They're not fully erected in life, so they go through life limp and not fully. Can I cuss? I guess I can't cuss. They're not fully erected in life, so they never know how to fuck the hell out of life.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
So what happens is they're always getting taken advantage of because they're never fully erected in life. So they're always bent over taking whatever life is giving them.
Yeah.
Instead of giving life what they want. Yeah. So they're not. Go ahead.
They're doing a mental chastity belt. They got a mental chastity belt on.
Right.
It's like they wear jeans to bed or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're never gonna get it up if you're wearing jeans to bed. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna stop. It's gonna stop happening. Over a while, your body's gonna start saying, you know what? I'm not supposed to have that morning, whatever. You know, it's because you have not figured out that you deserve to take life to the fullest.
You know what? You hit. This is good. This is we at the hour right there, right at the hour mark. You know what? That could be the reason why some men have problems in the bed because they never took life and actually fully erected there. So when it comes to the bedroom, they're trying to fully erect there and they're not having the potentiality they need.
They're trying to save up. They're trying to save up for a reality that never fully, expresses itself,
And since we're there, women can pick up on the energy when you're not fully erected in life.
Oh my God. Women respond to that. You know that? Women respond to that. Women become more. Oh, we're on the wrong channel.
I know. I know.
Listen, let's just say the more you're interested, the more a woman is interested. Okay, because her body's designed to handle everything that you can give. Okay, a baby comes out of there, so no, you ain't the greatest grandmaster at whatever size you are. A woman will accommodate her size for your size. Okay, and that is speaking spiritually and physically. Okay, she can match it. She's designed to be your partner. Okay, from a physical level. So that also happens on a mental level. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm right there.
And the multiplication I was talking about earlier, the multiplication is that expression. Okay. You're the man. Okay. You are supposed to put the thought out there. She's supposed to hold that thought in the womb and give birth to it.
Wait a minute.
It's gonna go over about 100 people's head.
Yeah, it did, because you think about it. Could it be? And it is just, don't be flagging my channel for what it is. I know they're looking at keywords. Could it be that some men on the level that you were talking about are sexually, or how would you define that? Because I want to say the word impotent is one word.
Mentally impotent.
Mentally impotent. And mentally, shoot, Jonathan jumped out. He put his camera on. Mentally, only mentally masturbating. I don't know what happened to your camera, John. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. I didn't want to have that all that having on the
So could it be that a lot of men are mentally impotent and they try to compensate by getting this information on YouTube because they don't have the mental capacity to put a thought inside of a woman, or even inside, because you put inside a woman, that's inside of a world, but inside of the world itself.
I mean, we've been talking about planting seeds all day, right? We've been planting mental thoughts all day. It's all the same. And the reason why we're making contrast between the physical and the mental is so that you can understand what we're talking about. What we're talking about is that connection, okay? If you plant a seed in fertile ground, it will grow. Okay. Now you can actually be the farmer, or you could be a spectator off on the side, just guessing and wondering what's going on. What part are you going to play in this role of the movie? Are you gonna be on the stage, or are you gonna be talking about it like one of those trolls or whatever? You know what I'm saying? People come to YouTube. Are you here to learn, or are you here to comment and argue? The worst commenters are the people who have been here and are professional at retaliation and rebuttal. And the reason why is because they haven't found a way to move their own ass. Okay? Instead of moving their own ass, they're gonna judge your ass. Are you that kind of person? Did you come here to learn? Or are you gonna be the kind of person that's gonna take the information you get here and multiply it? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go do something with it and report back and tell us exactly what happened. But if you sit here and judge this, you're not doing nothing, and your life won't change, because all you are is the judgmental, and you weren't put here to do that. We already know you don't count.
What more? What more can we say to this? I'm going to chop this. What I'm going to do is chop this video up and repost it on the channel, because there's so much in it.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's this is the thing people don't realize. Y'all lucky. Either this gonna be on OnlyFans, or this is going to be on Gumroads or Patreon, and you got to pay for this information. This is too much what we have shared, because no one has hit the Cash App, no one has hit the PayPal. I put the gumroad.com, Lawrence D. Adams. That's where all the products are at. No one's hit that. So the amount of information you have here would take you into the stratosphere for where you need to go in 2020. We're in 2020, 2021.
What it is, you got spectators.
Yeah.
You got spectators. And you know what? When I joined a mentorship program many years ago, I didn't even know I was in one. And I'll tell you this, because I didn't know, it probably got me off my ass because of that. But I'll tell you this, it actually gave me the perception to know when something wasn't going to move because just somebody didn't feel like doing it, or whether you're going to put your behind to the grind and make it happen. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So half the effort is just getting your mind made up to do it. If you just make up your mind, all the other effort, it only takes 50% more effort to get it to the rest of the finishing point. But you got to get your mind ready. You got to get your mind ready to go do it. If I want to get up and go take care of my tasks tomorrow, I got to think in my head first, what am I going to do? How am I going to get it done? And I got to decide, am I going to do this? If I do that part, 50% of the work has been done. The other stuff, it's like I'm going through a course that I already know the result and the outcome of, because I already decided in my mind, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it. And if you think that way when you meet people, if you think that way when you're going to be deciding that you're going to attract yourself to a partner, if you just put yourself in the right mindset and start, you got to understand, the statements people say that are negative, it doesn't matter whether it's negative or positive. They're called affirmations. They're not statements that go loosely off in space. These are affirmations. Your mind is listening when you say the bull crap and the positive. So you might as well stop the bull crap. Start talking only the things that perform and give you result. If you say, "Oh, well, I never meet a girl," I say, cancel, because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I'm not looking for anybody, but I'm just saying, if I were looking for somebody, the first thing out of my mouth would not be, "I never find anybody." I'm like, boom, you already done programmed in your mind that you won't find anybody. So the result has to have the outcome. You already wrote the script. It's going to play out in that movie that day. Okay, so you got to get your affirmations correct. Stop calling them statements. Stop calling them words. Stop calling them sentences. Oh, they're harmless, whatever. If they are, then why you keep saying it? Why you keep telling people how bad your day is? Why you keep telling people how sick you are? Why you keep telling people? I could change everybody's thought right now on this whole stream right now if you just listen. Just listen to the things that people say. The curse is not the common words we've heard. FBA, those are not curses. The curse is, I am sick. I am poor. Those are curses. You're cursing your subconscious by saying I'm not married.
Hold on. Something just hit the phone. Somebody just hit it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tim, for what you said. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the wisdom. I appreciate that, because I appreciate that. It just hit on. Well, okay, I'm learning how to. It's like one of them little old people. I know it's Apple.
Didn't Dick Tracy do that?
Yeah. But thank you for that, Tim, for making that investment into you. Thank you. Because when you do that for what was just shared, you're not getting this potential, you're not getting this level of, we can say, game, wisdom, anywhere on YouTube, because I listen to a lot of people.
No, I'm telling it's coming from experience. It's not just coming off the dome. This experience was 25 years. I'm telling you, 25 years in my adulthood right now, has been dedicated to just steering people. I reach millions of people per week with messages. Okay. I have found that the people who I get feedback from, most of them are talking themselves out of their own happiness. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And for me, I'm a very technical, analytical person. It's not hard to see where the problems are coming from. These people are just not living, or at least mentally putting themselves in the direction they want to live. They just affirm what things are and how bad they are. And you know things are going to change. This is, we're in, America right now, and we're in the fall. You know the season's going to change into winter on the 21st of December. You know it will change. So if you know the seasons change, you know you can't stay the same. You know that. You won't stay the same. But you have to decide that when that change comes, am I going to recognize it? Am I going to recognize the closed doors so I could go through the opportune open doors? Are you going to do all that? Or are you going to sit by and say, here's my list of things I don't want in a person. So the next time I meet somebody, I'm going to make sure I get rid of a great person.
Dude, we ain't shared enough. We're at hour 12. That's it. Because this gonna have to this between Patreon, OnlyFans, and or it might go on to Gumroad. Where does Gumroad? Right here. And it's a subscription. You have to do a subscription or membership to get this information, because it has become the level of which we're sharing that. I already know, and I know what's inside of him, and he knows what's inside of me, because we worked together we know each other for over 10 years, and we worked together. What you're getting, like you said, like Jono said, is experience. You're getting a wealth of information. You're getting something that you're not getting on YouTube. I know, because you're not going to get it complaining. You're not going to get no wine with that cheese. We're not going to be down in women. We're not going to be talking about they're the problem. You got to have a certain jawline, or you got to be a certain height, or you got to be just have. I know people of multiple outward shells who got tons of women. I got a cousin who's my brother. He about yay big. He was yay big. Ding, 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 ding. Women could not keep their hands off of him. Was it because he was not tall enough? No. It was because of who? That's a whole nother story. I said it's hour 13. Hit that Cash App. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Go back and listen to this. It may be up. I may chop it up and put it back up. What you're hearing here has so much potential it has the potential to change your life completely. But as the clear word that we always say, you got to put in the work. If you're looking for a magic pill and you're looking for some more game to show you how to do this to this woman, I can give you game from out the wazoo. Well, the biggest game I can give you is put in the work. Put in the work. Got anything else, Jono?
Yeah, you said our time's up, but I'll tell you this. I think everybody here is prepared. If they waited this long to see it, or if they join this on a rebroadcast, I'll tell you this. Take the time and put it into anything. You're going to get a result out of it. Okay? My brother used to tell me, if if you went to school every day, you never fail a class. But if you were never there, then you have every right to have gotten a failing grade. And some people would go to school every day and fail. You know why? Because they weren't there mentally. You got to be there. Put some work into this. Don't just sit here and watch the stream or whatever. Take notes and start working on yourself. Get in that mirror and start making that person responsible for some of the BS going on in your life. Clean up that person's act so you can then present yourself to your future companion, whoever that may be, and then start multiplying in your life. That's a good conclusion I can say for this.
Now, when you said that, man, it's been a while since I operated in this. If this two guys, if they're listening to this, I think on a replay or wherever the case may be, if they apply what we just shared on here, the person that they're looking for will show up in record time.
It's going to be like an equation. You fixed this in your life, you fixed that in your life, the equal sign is going to show up and the person's going to just pop right up.
You're going to pop up just like that. The person that you've been waiting for, because you did this, you adjusted the mirrors in your life, she's going to show up. It's two guys. It is two guys. If you just adjust the mirrors, what you've been reflecting out, she's going to show up. Matter of fact, you'll be surprised how close she is. But hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Gumroad. That's where all the products are at. And guess what's going to happen? You got just a week. John already going to talk to me. I already know what the talk is going to be because I heard it on someone else say it too. The prices are going up. They're going up. I haven't even talked about the course. That's going to go up. The science of finding you and me. I'm giving away. That's, if I was to tell you how much it is a giveaway. And I shouldn't. That's why you don't even see it up because I need to. Is a giveaway, and I'm not giving that away because what I share in there is really deep. It's not for the novice. This is Lawrence D. Adams, Jono, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.